Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 25. We're in the encampment, and according to a journal, there's a few things we need to do here before we set out on whatever our next adventure is going to be. Crusade quests. We need to wipe out a band of cultists, find the lost relic of the Crusaders, that stuff. But there's a young cleric that wants to talk to us, so we need to talk to Soycia. And he is located, there's Sela, Nenio, Woljif, Lane, Darren, right there. So, from the direction of my camera, turn this direction. Go over here. There he is.
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
A young cleric stands before an easel, his brush hovering over the canvas without touching it. Instead of painting, the young man absent-mindedly gazes at the sky of Kenabus, which is still streaked with towering plumes of black smoke. Finally, he notices a smile shaking out of his stupor.
It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Well, who are you? And how can you possibly be of use to my army?
My name is Soycia. I am a cleric of Shaylin, the Eternal Rose and the Goddess of Beauty. Yes, I know that many people would consider me useless in a war. This is not a usual war, though. Just consider our enemy. The Abyss and his demons are the very embodiment of everything evil and ugly in the world. Perhaps a disciple of kindness and beauty might come in handy. I have no doubt that we will win this war, Commander. We just have to. It is our destiny. My role is to help you, and all those standing by your side in this struggle, to survive and flourish. Everyone deserves the chance to find peace and happiness in the world that they are defending so selflessly.
You wanted to discuss something with me, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Kenabus behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort. I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful. You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
So he wants to go with us somewhere. Banner over the citadel. Make it to Dresden. That's the goal here. Okay. Cold Waters. Visit Jurna in Chili Creek. So when he gets to Chili Creek, we got to visit him there. Okay. The Outcast. Wait for Kalis' schemes to be revealed. Alright. The League of the Inspiring Cart. Aelin and his friends rushed from their camp to aid Kenabus during the demon attack. When the city is no longer in danger, there will be time to visit the camp. The ring must be there. Now that the trouble with Kenabus is in the past, it's time to visit the camp. The League of the Inspiring Cart. More than nothing. Visit the Nameless Ruins with Nenio. Oh, okay. So Nenio wants to go to the Nameless Ruins while the world burns. Secure an invitation to Heaven's Edge from Darren. Alright, so Darren. Where is he compared to this? Oh, he's not too far away. He's over here. Well, I'd love to see Heaven's Edge and see the Arende estate someday. Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking. Now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Daron seems to have trouble getting the words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask for anything. Since you're my superior, and I'm your advisor, I am obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities. And I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. It's a deal. Perfect. You'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. Alright. Okay. So that takes care of that. Where is it? Nameless rooms with Nenio. The League of the Inspired Cart. While the world burns. And farewell. Okay. Soycia. Well, let's go see about... Where's the exit here? Area exit. Doink. Hilor? Who is Hilor? Who in their right mind is named Hilor? Who's this guy? You're in the Tala Commander. Kenabus stands thanks to you. But you'll have to be doubly on your guard. Your eminence places a target on your back, and there are assassins about. Killing a high-ranking crusader would bring a demon far more prestige than killing a common soldier. Not long ago, I stymied a few of the Spinner of Nightmares' attempts on the lives of influential crusaders, so I know what I'm talking about. Do you know anything about a Pathfinder named Finian Dismar? Let me think. Dismar. Definitely heard that name before. Of course you have. I'm a Pathfinder too, Finian the Talking Weapon says. So, now you are the commander in these lands? What about Lady Ari? When I left for the wound, she had just taken up the position. Hilor examines the talking weapon and chuckles sadly. I'm afraid Ari perished during the Third Crusade. Yes, now I remember. Finian Dismar went missing in the wound at the end of the Second Crusade. His name has been on the lists of the fallen for a while. Finian says, here I am, alive and well. Well, it's in your lists that I'm back, and soon I'll file a detailed report about everything that happened to me. Right in your list, he says. Finian's voice is full of joy. I knew it was a misunderstanding, but now everything will return to normal. I need to write to my folks. They probably think I'm dead too. Oh, Finian, you silly goose. Hilor shakes his head sadly. Poor lad. Such is the fate of a Pathfinder. We face the unknown, but sometimes the unknown wins, and our mind cannot take it. Tell me about your confrontation with the Spinner of Nightmares. It's a long story. Telling you everything would take 2 days. Which part do you want to know about? We'll talk later. Good luck. Alright. Let's see here. Well then. Spells. Spells. So, this is going to be really interesting. Yeah, we get a bunch of bonus spells. It's like having a ring of wizardry around you. Can I rest here? Do I have to camp or do something special? That's going to be very interesting. Okay. Grease, mage armor, sleep, true strike, shield. Yeah. Magic weapon. Expeditious retreat. Well. Enlarged person. Yeah, I want a couple of these for our friend. Our friend, the Paladin. Summon small elemental. Protection from alignment. Communal, we have a couple of those. Sense vitals. Now I have some more of these. I want that. Bull strength in case we need her to do more damage. Our leader, our fearless leader. Resist energy. Communal, we have. Displacement. I want some more hastes. Heroism in case I need to buff myself. This is always a good buff to have. And displacement is always a nice one. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's look at this. Let's get everybody else leveled up. Ember can level up as a stigmatized witch. So her knowledge arcana. And she gets another hex. The warded creature receives a +2 deflection bonus to AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saving throws. We get plenty of +2 deflection bonuses from all kinds of things. So I'm not too concerned about that. Protective luck. Benefits a creature within 30 feet for 1 round whenever the creature is targeted by an effect that requires an attack roll, including it must roll twice and take the worst result. That seems wrong. A witch can cause fate to twist so that it benefits a creature within 30 feet for 1 round. Whenever the creature is targeted by an effect that requires an attack roll, including weapon attacks, the attacker must roll twice and take the worst result. Oh, that's really good, actually. So you cast that on your paladin, and anybody attacking the paladin automatically has to roll twice. Ooh, I like that. That's better than trying to hex them directly. I want that. Yes, I want that. I want that hex. Okay, and then she gets a spell. 1 spell. Oh, man. 1 spell. That's going to be hard. Well, what's she get for fire? She's already got a bunch of fire words. So she can get Cure Serious Wounds. Bestow Curse. Deep Slumber. The spell functions like sleep, except that it affects 10 hit dice of targets. Come on, 4 hit dice of creatures. Yeah, so that would be a good spell to have for crowd control. Nature's Exile. Rage. That's not going to be useful for her. Remove Blindness. That could be useful. Remove Curse, remove Disease. Those will all be useful. But she's, as a hexer who only gets 1 spell each level and can't learn new spells from scrolls, it's not really beneficial for her. I'm probably always going to have Cleric in my party, so I would probably rather her do other things with it. And she's got a Summon Monster spell. A Monitor Lizard, Wolves, Extraplanar Dogs. I don't think that's a big deal. Heroism would be nice so she can get other people and I wouldn't have to do it. I like that. I'm going to do that. She's a really weird character. Okay. Dayrun, he's an oracle. He's a cleric that operates like a sorcerer with his spells, so this will be interesting. What else do we want him to have? Yeah, so he gets, hold on. He's the one that automatically learns, isn't he? His abilities. Channel Positive Energy, Light Halo, Emergency Feats. Selective Channel, Extra Channel, Weapon Finesse, Traits, Light Halo, Celestial Resistance, Uncanny Dodge, Powerless Prophecy, Life. Oracle with the Life Mastery gains Lore Nature to his class skill. Okay. Restoration, he gets all of those. Maybe it was Ember I was thinking about. What are Ember's abilities? She's got all the fire stuff. Scribe Scrolls. Elven Magic. Elven Immunities. Blackened, that's not it. Those are her hexes. Misfortune. Protective Luck. You are an unusual exemplar of your race. That's funny. She's an atheist. No, it was something else I was thinking of that automatically gave a character Channel Positive Energy Heal. That's not it. I thought one of these characters automatically got Safe Curing. Do not protect evokes of opportunity during spellcasting. This is great because he's got this ability, Emergency Heal, Emergency Help. So it's going to let him, as a move action, teleport to a character that needs to be healed. And his heal is going to be empowered and maximized. And he's got this safe curing, so he won't provoke an attack of opportunity while doing it. That is really cool. Oh my gosh, he's going to be a really nice bonus. He is going to work really, really well. Okay, Oracle Proficiencies. Yeah, so I missed something in here. Oh well. We'll move on with it. Oracle. Give him his normal stuff. So cure serious wounds, which he probably needs. He's got all this other. This is what makes him bad. Is that he can't get all these other things. Yeah, let's go cure serious wounds, because if he's going to be empowered and maximized on that spell, and he's going to be jumping around healing people, that's really his role. So I have these other characters. I have everybody else. He's leveled up as a rogue scoundrel, eldritch scoundrel. So he's got new spells, and he's basically like me, except he's a rogue, and he does backstab damage. So we have to think about him in those terms. And he could have a lot of the same kind of spells and kind of double what I'm doing, or we can give him some different abilities. True Strike. Is he going to get meta magic feats? He might, and if he does, it's something he's going to want to have. Cat's Grace, yes. Until he gets a belt, that might be really nice for him to have. False Life. He gets to use Necromancy. This is a nice one. I don't know that he's actually going to use that. It's like 20 extra hit points. It's nothing to sneeze at, but I'm not sure it's the best choice for him. Cause Fear. Any of these other ones. See, Expeditious Retreat. He needs that because it'll help him move around. It's one of those things he has to start learning to buff ahead of time. Stunning Barrier. You still get hit, but you do some damage. I'm gonna grab him True Strike. I believe he can learn from scrolls, so. My Paladin. Religion, Mobility. Oh wait, she's got Knowledge World, Knowledge Religion, and Persuasion. Okay. So here she goes. She gets to pick a mercy. When the Paladin uses Lay on Hands to heal damage to a target, the target is no longer staggered, or sickened, or fatigued, or diseased, or dazed. I'm going to choose the diseased one. Base attack bonus. Sela has leveled with class, and as a result, this character's number of attacks per round has increased, so now she'll go 2. That's fantastic. Who else is in here? Oh. So this character is a level 6 cleric, I believe. Yep, he's just a straight up cleric, which is really nice. And I need to look at his spells. What's he got memorized? He's got 2 of these and Dispel Magic. I don't think that's going to be necessary. Oh, so he's got all this stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lesser Restoration. Well, Protection from Evil Communal. That's nice of him to have that. That's one of his domain spells that he can hold as extra. So that's nice. Protection from Alignment Communal. Protection from Evil Communal. I'd rather have, well, I have this spell. For now, why don't you delay poison as an extra? Blessing of Luck and Resolve. That's kind of nice. But there, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here. Bull's Strength to cast onto our Paladin. Yeah, and then this one. +4 morale bonus on saving throws against mind affecting. You know. He's got True Strike and Protection from Evil. Since we already have Protection from Evil Communal, grab 2 Strike in case he needs it. Not that he'll ever need it, but... Oh, and he's got Bless. Yeah, this. I'd probably rather just have to hold the Blesses, but we'll keep one of these in our back. Oh, he's got Command. No, never mind. I don't... Unbreakable Heart. We'll keep one. Command is nice, though. Okay. So the other two characters are people that I'm probably not going to use, but this mage I will probably end up using. So let's do this. It's a wizard. It's a scroll savant. It's probably the safest to keep poking points into intelligence there for the massive int bonuses, even though one more in that dexterity looks kind of nice. Oh, I need a, what do you get? Use magic device. Yeah, don't worry about lore, religion, spells. This is a character that you're going to want to do some damage with. And it takes, I think he's got penalties to obviously abjuration and necromancy. So anything that helps with other things. Conjuration, a web. Web would be nice. Are we going to need to kill things with acid? Scorching Ray. Let's do that. We need to get him some spells. Or her some spells. And she can level up one more time. Oh, characters. What? Oh, not all of them been allocated? Okay, so that's why it's like every other level I get another point. Alright. Greater spell focus. What does she already have spell focus in? Illusion. Oh, well, let's do that. That makes all the sense in the world. So, illusion. Displacement. Place that on somebody. Okay. Actually, go back. What about spell focus? You know what? This is going to be my only evoker. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to want this character to do some damage. There's a bunch of... At that point in time, there's a bunch of... Oh, wait a minute. Instead of that, slow transmutation. Nice. Use that. Okay. Oh, and you can still level up again? Oh, okay. She gets 2 more. Well. Greater magic weapon. This is +1 per 4 caster levels. So, that starts to become useful when they get to be level 8. I'm going to grab Lightning Bolt. Displacement to put on my Paladin. And then the final thing we're going to do with that character is grab their thing, and abundant casting would make all the sense in the world for them. So, okay. Whew, that's a lot. It's a lot of setup there. Okay. Oh, and he needs to level up. I really wanted to try this person out. It almost not makes sense to have 2 healers in the group. So it's like you got to choose one or the other. Because she's our hexer. So I'm going to take him out and bring Soycia in. Because we're going to try to go do his graveyard thing. You say graveyard and it's like, oh, graveyard? It usually means some undead. There's a Hound Heart encampment. Oh, and there's Martyr Zacharias' cemetery. And, okay, so he does get Crusade starting out. You can now control armies on the global map. Winning battles against demon forces will provide you with a number of benefits, such as resources to help your economy, relics, which can be turned into powerful items for your party, captured enemy fortifications that previously blocked the advance of both your party and your armies. These fortifications can be rebuilt into forts for your own troops. Enemy armies differ in their strength, which is displayed as a number next to the army's name. By hovering over the enemy army, you can learn more about its composition and the reward it is guarding. You can switch between party management and army command modes by clicking the banners at the top of the screen. In army command mode, you can select armies by either using the panel on the left or clicking the figures on the map. Much like your party, armies use roads to move around the map. To move, an army must spend movement points, which can be restored by resting for 1 day. Okay. Alright, so this is our cleric. And he's not going to have the really neat spell ability of Dayrun, but I still think I want him to have the same thing, which is emergency help. I still think that makes a whole lot of sense for him. And then you, my friend, actually get a level up as a Zen Archer. So. And he gets one of these things. Kai Power Bark Skin. +2 enhancement bonus to his natural armor class. Or Kai Power Scorching Ray. A monk with a Kai Power can spend 2 points from his Kai pool as a standard action to blast his enemies with a searing beam of fire. The monk may fire 1 ray plus 1 additional ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd, to a maximum of 3 rays at 11th level. Each ray does 46 points of damage. Or Kai Power Sudden Speed. A monk with Kai Power can spend 1 point from his Kai pool as a swift action to grant himself a sudden burst of speed that increases the monk's base lance by 1 for a minute, by 30 feet for 1 minute. And then he's got a bunch of other ones here that he's got to have, just basically, you can see it says higher monk levels. I'd rather have the speed. I really don't care about Scorching Ray. I'm going to have him shoot things. And I'm not sure I care about Bark Skin because this is a standard action. I'd rather have him shoot things. But as a swift action, being able to move seems like a good thing. So now we get into, he gets a Zen Archer bonus feat. Improved precise shots. Your range attacks ignore anything but total concealment and cover. That's an easy choice. Okay. Alright. Zacharias' Cemetery. Path to this location is unknown. Oh, I see. We're here. This is Kenebris. Oh, so this is like the old map now. From, yeah, so it's right there. It's like the old map from Kingmaker. Alright. I'm going to explain what just happened. I went to all the trouble to go to the graveyard and do the encounter there, but I forgot to rest before I went, so my party had hardly any spells. And then I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll leave. You couldn't rest in the graveyard for whatever reason. I think it's part of that thing where the game wants to make things artificially difficult. So I thought I'll just leave the graveyard, go onto the world map, and rest, and then enter it. It said it was unavailable, and it told me I had failed the quest. So, apparently this is a one-shot deal. You get one chance to do this. So what I decided to do was rest here in the encampment, in the garrison here, in the commander's tent. Well, outside, actually. And when I awoke, it gave me this. The commander becomes host to an anomalous force, and his dreams are filled with strange visions. He feels the space around him distort, and his sensory organs are flooded by false images. Bred by distortions of light and air, reality itself tries to expel the commander into some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. His body resists his crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul, one made of demonic rage and destructive desire. The stranger grabs at it and pulls, like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force deep in the commander's soul answers with a menacing growl. The commander uses knowledge arcana, tries to understand what's going on. He needs a moment to figure this out. The commander is being summoned, transported through space by some magical force. However, the attempt did not succeed because the commander is not a spirit or demon, but a mortal human. The commander is surprised that the spell worked on him at all. He takes comfort in the knowledge that he is human or mortal. Actually, this is probably the neutral choice. This is probably a good choice. He uses every effort to suppress the tangle of rage in his soul, which the mysterious power has latched onto. By force of will, the commander pushes his anger down as deep in his soul as he can. The attraction rapidly weakens in response, as if the mysterious enemy can no longer sense the commander and concentrate its efforts on him. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or a nightmare. And so now I take it I'm in my tent. Okay. Commander says, well, I'm here. Let's look at this person. I want to see what his abilities are. Feats, proficiency in medium armor, extra channel cleric, then he has selective channel. He also has toughness. Very nice. Simple weapon proficiency. Okay, so he can wear medium armor, and what he's wearing right now is a scale mail. I have some better ones than that, I think. That one will give him damage resistance. Hide armor. What's his dexterity? 0. Scale mail. And this is a breastplate +1. This should give him a bonus. Make his armor class 18. And if we wanted him, he's got a glaive, but that doesn't seem like a good weapon for him. Fortunately, what we have here is he can use a club with nails. It has an enhancement +1 and does some piercing damage. And that's really his only other choice. Wow. Okay. What about the Paladin? She's got this dark horn. It does 1d3 negative damage, and it's cold iron. I'm going to take it off because she's going to be... I can already tell you what she needs to be doing is using the sword. Let's go back to our cleric. He can use this glaive. And he can also use this. I'm going to get him a shield next time we find a good one. Okay, he's nice and shiny. Alright. Area exit, that's where we want to go. We've rested, we have all of our spells. And all of our allies are going to have their spells. And we're going to take Dayron out and bring him. Ember's going to bring some usefulness to the group. Okay. Oh, it's interesting to me that we only really have the Paladin as a frontline fighter. And if you were to take the Lich path, you would... Oh, and he mythic, yeah. So we get his mythic stuff, and what I want him to take is emergency help. So, emergency help. He's got a 19 whiz and a 14 charisma and a decent strength. Crusade starting out. You can now control armies on the global map. Winning battles against demon forces will provide you with a number of benefits, such as resources to help your economy, relics, which can be turned into powerful new items for your party, captured enemy fortifications that can previously block the advance of both your party and your armies. These can be rebuilt into forts for your own troops. Enemy armies differ in strength, which is displayed as a number next to the army's name. By hovering over the enemy army, you can learn more about its composition and the reward it is guarding. You can switch between party management and army command modes by clicking the banners at the top of the screen. In Army Command Mode, you can select armies by either using the panel on the left or clicking the figures on the map. Much like your party, armies use roads to move around. To move, an army must spend movement points, which can be restored by resting for 1 day. So, we're going to go do this cemetery. And this is going to be ugly. Let me tell you how ugly this is going to be. An elderly man limps forward towards a grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman with her face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting. It burned like everything else in the house. There is nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into an open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. He really chucks that soil. Soycia throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak, but it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shaylin's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this..." He breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. You choose the good option and say thank you for everything you've done for us. Soycia is too absorbed in his grief to hear you, but the other mourners nod in approval, wiping their teary eyes. "They were good people. Can't believe they're gone." "What is that?" An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. Her trembling hand points at something moving inside the grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotten body. "It's a zombie! Run!" Of course. And some zombies run and take off after those people. So, let me tell you what's going to happen here. It looks like one zombie, and you're thinking, oh, that's not such a big deal. Oh, no, honey. They're going to keep coming. So, my friend here, mirror image. And then if you have anything else to help with defense, let's see what we have that might be helpful. We have Alchemist's Fire. Those could be useful. Potion of Blur. Those may end up being really useful. Potion of Hurt Lice Wounds. Remove. See, so here's Reduce Person. Not entirely useful for him. Okay. I was thinking I might have had Potions of Heroism, but all I've got is Potion of Mage Armor. Oh, that's useful for him and for me as well. Could be. Can't put it on there because it's not my turn. Okay. Not my turn. So. Alright, here comes the zombie, and here comes another one raising up. And this is what they do. They keep coming, and they're going to come right for me. You can see it. Each one moves, and a bunch of them come up. Oh, that one critically missed. It's kind of amazing. And that one hit Ember, which was really sad. So, I'm going to do the same thing. I need as much help as I can get here. I need mirror image because they're all going to come for me, which is really sad. So that helps a little bit. And Ember, who's going to try to get away, and she doesn't have a lot of choices here as far as what she can do to help. So her ability, she's got the Raven Familiar. Yeah. She's got this. Protective Luck. Standard action. One friendly creature within medium range, which can cause fate to twist so that it benefits a creature. Yes. So, that may end up being really, really useful. Much more useful than her point blank shot there. The person who's going to get hit a lot is me. So I'm going to have her throw that on me. Uses ability protect luck. Okay. And then she's also, she has some ability here to take a potion. She's going to get wailed on. She's got how many points? And this is going to do what? Okay. Here they come. Yep. So you, my friend. Alright. He's got to do as much damage to these fools as he can and in the process of doing that, he's going to hurt a bunch of them. So
you've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Yep, and he hurts the rest of them, and that's just his ability is awesome. So Sela is going to use Shield of Faith here. And then I'm going to try to have her really... Oh yeah, she's got a zombie lord here. So, yeah, she can cleave. She probably should have just swung twice. That's really hurtful. That's really, really hurtful. Okay. If I walk through there, I'm going to get pummeled. So, taking a good look at all this stuff here. She might have to be able to survive on her own. Doing this is going to do a lot of damage. And the thing is, by doing damage, it makes it easier for our archer to do his thing. So he's here. What other spells does he have? Okay, let's take a look at this. He's got a good defensive buff here. He's got an offensive buff there. He's got, yep, his best offensive weapons. And another defensive weapon here. Okay. And what's he got for special abilities? Oh yeah, like me, he's got all this stuff. When he prepares spells, he can say, I want to be immune to these things, which is really, really useful when you're preparing spells. And he's got Dimension Door, which allows him to move around. Okay, and he's got Fight defensively if he has to, but I don't really want him to. Okay. He's right here, and he can do some damage, but right now I think the best thing for him to do, if he can get away, 5-foot step, is go over here and create oil slick. Yeah. This is hard. I mean, there's so many of them coming, and she's a really vulnerable character. So, I can keep doing stuff, and what's really helpful here is going to be haste. Okay. All right, now you find somebody weak to shoot, like that guy. That helped. Sela, who do you got? Go swing on this guy 3 times. There you go. So here comes more. I'd like to go rescue my girl here. And he fell down, and that's nice. Okay, so where is she? She's right there. I'm going to get next to her so I can heal her here, but right now I'm going to do this. There you go. More of them come up because some of them died. It's quite the encounter. Alright, you have a chance here to hurt people, so do it.
Cover me, all right?
That I like seeing. Got a couple of battle mages here so that they're saving us from getting hit, which is nice. And there I am. It's like, how many people can I try and kill here? Zombie Lord. Which one has more hit points? This one or this one? They're both the same. Okay. I'll just do this.
Let's try this way.
Okay, you can shoot this guy. Where are you at? You're right there. Okay, if you shoot this guy, he's really wounded. Keep taking extra shots.
You won't survive me.
He's just awesome. He's a menace. He is a menace. It's incredible how awesome he is. That's just an incredible skill. Okay, can he get her back up with a healing spell? He's going to spontaneous cast, which means he can change this spell, which is normally dispel magic, into a cure serious wounds. That's what clerics can do. And he can heal her and bring her back up. And then move over here. Maybe that would be good. He needs to go over here and... I got 2 people close. Too close to me. Okay, I was wanting to go over here and kill this guy, but I guess I'll just...
Stab you or zap? Why not both?
And he kills both of those guys. That's awesome. He's massive sneak attack damage. See, and she's about to get killed again. Except I'm going to go over here and rescue her. No, not quite. She can't get up yet. She's going to die. It'll get a free swing and she'll get hit. So... With a heavy heart, Soycia looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Soycia hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists! Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No. They had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. I'm sorry you had to go through this. These demon worshippers are everywhere. Now I understand why the Inquisitors of Kenabris became so paranoid. Wait! The townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. So, welcome to hell. Actually, we can grab all this stuff before we leave. Where's my clerically? So go back here and grab one of these. And then I'll grab some lower level spells. Like, he's not going to use that. And I don't think he's going to need this one. Alright. So now we can move. And now we have most of our spells intact. Oh, and up here. There's a little thing here. Let me out. I'm suffocating. This is kind of funny. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods, and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Nignelle Ballard at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not far from here. Let me assure you that all you are always welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. I hate to break it to you, but you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness. Do I look like a corpse to you? No. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such a thing to her. The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true, Soycia says. I'm truly sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So, I died. But even in death, the accursed servants of the abyss torment me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there is no place for me here. Not in this miserable form. Lay the undead to rest. Rest in peace. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyway. Oh, and she dies with a cure light wounds. Nice. And she's done. Okay. Oh. And there is some burial jewelry over here. Right in there. That's all it is burial jewelry.
It is finished.
Now we can go fight more undead.
Way.
And there are a lot to fight, and that was my problem as I started rolling through here fighting undead. And it became apparent that it was going to be difficult. So I wanted to rest. But the game doesn't let you leave. So apparently we need to find the Necromancer, which means we should try and kill as many of these undead as possible without abusing ourselves of more spells. There I am, and I'm just going to get close and stay there. She can make this thing roll some bad luck. This is just one undead. Don't worry if you're thinking, oh, one undead is no big deal. You're right, one undead is no big deal. It's the many undead that come back later that are a much bigger problem. So I'm going to have him rush up here. And she's just going to hold the line. Don't get hit. Because it causes you.
Make every strike count.
Alright. So there's a citizen who runs and says, thank you. I can barely catch my breath. Thank you for saving our lives. I'm not worried about grabbing gear because we'll grab it on the way out. There is a loot over here, and we can catch. There's an undead over there. Now here's the problem. There's some undead over here too. So let's do this. Shoot him.
To battle, my friends.
I don't know if these guys will trigger if we don't shoot at them. Last time I shot at them like a fool. Okay. What horror! I can barely catch my breath. Thank you for saving our lives. Gems, loot.
As
All
it
right.
should be.
I will protect you
Here we
with
go.
my life.
So here comes the big cluster of them. They see you. So it's another big group. Oh, and look, who are they coming after? Lan. And then they're going to run over here to the first person they see, which is going to be Wolf. And there's a bunch of them. So this is the one place we're definitely going to want to try and use a couple spells. And the really helpful kind, like this. So grease these bastards. That's them done. Alright. Go up here and do your hits, sister. Okay. Take this off. Yeah. Forget cleave. Just start trying to do them in. I am going to make him do one of these. Because damaging the undead, like I said, make it easier for our boy here. She needs to be far behind. Use some of this magic here. Yeah, her burning arc is awesome now. Okay. You. Can you... Yes, he's slipped, so that doesn't count. Okay. Well, in that case, don't aim for the people on the ground. Aim for the guys standing up. Oh, but they're all on the ground here right in front of you, aren't they? Not much you can do about that. Okay. Alright, and you're back there, which is a shame. If you want to shoot, you got to be away. So, who's the most hurt among the two? That guy. Alright, use this extra swing. You get 4 attacks, which is great. You get a pretty good chance of doing some extra damage there. This guy's going to save on his grease throw. Jeez. This guy's coming. Oh, but he finally falls down. Okay, 2 guys hit the grease. That's awesome. Alright. I am here. And I'm going to save my haste. And just hurt the zombie lord as much as you can, buddy.
Calculated risk.
It's not a whole lot here. Oh, the critical misser is just... She's just devastatingly awful at that.
Be gone, fiend!
Oh, he nailed him. That's nice. Okay, I'm gonna have her crack open a couple more of these. It's nice. Reflex save succeeded. Successful saving throw halves the damage. But I'm curious about this, if this is broken or not then. Because her traits are protective luck. It's a supernatural ability. Where is her where's her new ability that she got for being awesome, for being a hero? Ascendant Elemental Flame. At damage of that energy type, it can no longer be printed by reduced resistances or immunities. But, so I guess saving throws don't count. Okay. That's interesting to know that then. Alright, my friend. Who's weak here? Who can you do a lot of damage to? That guy. It's nice that he's got high dex. I should probably go help him. That way he can shoot into this cluster over here. There we go. Because these guys, it's going to be more important.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Fall!
He can hit. That's nice. He's got a 16 strength, so I'm going to... He saved.
Distract them from me.
He's dead. He's gonna shoot.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
He can't get out. He's gonna get a swing. I would fall down if I did that. So I'm going to come over here. She's going to take... that's a long swing for her. So I'm going to switch to my glaive.
No glory.
She can hit him without having to get onto that darn thing. Doink.
Surrender or else.
Okay. Is he going to get up now? Or are you just going to shoot it? Still on the ground. Nice.
Let's try this way.
Okay. The glaives, always nice weapons. I don't think she's hexed him yet, so she should give that a go. He failed, so it might be harder for him to even get off the
Time to
ground.
share your treasures.
There we go.
That is not
Goodness gracious. Okay, so now, over here, there is... We got out of there without a... Yeah, so, end of the episode. Kind of long. We got out of there without too much trouble. And so now there's an athletics to get up here and inside, and maybe that's where our necromancer is. So we're going to do that. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, if you dig the episode, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. As always, drop questions and comments down below. This has been a really fun series, and I'm totally digging it. Thanks for watching.